So today we are going to start the profit and loss account. In the last class, we have actually done one profit and loss account, and today we will do with few adjustments. Okay. So before that, have you seen the last 8th May class? Means am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. In the last class, we have completed the profit and loss part, and without adjustment, we have done one profit and loss account. And today we will be doing the profit and loss account with adjustment. Means there will be additional informations. Okay. And from those additional informations or adjustments, how to prepare profit and loss, we will see in this example. Okay. So as you can see that in question, or in fact in your exam question also, it will be asked like this: from the following particulars, prepare profit and loss account of Messrs, the company name or the firm name for the year ending, means for the year ending 31st March 2021 or any period. So in question, it is given salary and wages, and then office expenses, rent, and we have to prepare profit and loss account from this piece of information. Okay. In the last class, we have done the profit and loss account section without adjustment. But in this one, we have got few additional information. How to make adjustment entries, we will see in this solution. Okay. So let's see. Salary and wages. Salary and wages, there are in profit and loss account, there are two sides. One is debit side and where is the credit side. Okay. In the debit side, all expenses and losses, and in the credit side, incomes and gains. Means all expenses will appear in the debit side and all incomes and gains will be appearing in the credit side. I think I think I am audible.
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah. Actually, someone is requesting that he is not getting the audio actually. Mr. Bhavesh, उनके सर आप ऑडियो मिल रहा है? Bhavesh, okay. Okay, fine. So okay. Now the question is that we'll be posting the expenses and loss items in the debit side of the profit and loss account, and incomes and gains in the credit side. So let's see the items which are expenses and losses and the items which are incomes and gains. First item is salary and wages. So salary and wages, this is the expenses. So this will be in the debit side. Office expenses, it will be in the debit side. Rent, expenses, isn't it? Debit. Okay, it is written like this: rent. Nothing is specifically mentioned whether rent is paid or rent is received. Okay, if any item we find in the question of confusing nature, like whether it is paid or received, not clear, then we'll give a small note. Okay, we'll give a small note and write that rent is treated as rent paid. Okay, and in that case, this thing will be clear. And if it is given in the trial balance in the debit side, then it is implied that it is an expenses. Okay, audit fee expenses, debit, discount allowed expenses, debit, advertisement expenses, debit, legal charges, debit, interest on loan. Interest on loan means I have taken the loan and paying the interest. So it is also not clear interest on loan received or paid. So we can write note if required. If there is any confusion in your mind, whether this is interest on loan received or interest on loan paid. Okay, since in this question, the informations are given only and there is no debit or credit written, isn't it? It is not, this one is not a trial balance. This is just a piece of information. Okay, so we can give note if required. Profit on sale of asset. So it is profit on sale of asset, means it is my gain, isn't it? So it is credit. Royalty received. So it is received, it is my income, credit. Rent for premises sublet, means I have a premises of business premises which I have let out. Okay, sublet, it is my income, credit. And then comes trading account, gross profit. It is written profit, gross profit. So it will come in the credit side. Okay, profit, income, gain, all these things are what in the credit side. Donation and charity means I have donated, the business has donated or made some charity. This is expenses, so it is debit. Then comes bank charges. This is also expenses. Okay, debit. Traveling expenses, debit. Rebate allowed, debit. Allowed, no? So this debit. Packing charges, expenses. Delivery van expenses, debit. Commission received, so it is my income received, so credit. Interest on investment means it is also credit because it is interest on income is my income. So up to this much it is very clear and very easy, isn't it? So now we'll see how to make the profit and loss account or how to prepare the profit and loss account. Okay, so and you can see there are few adjustments. See, there are few adjustments. Salary outstanding for payment, rupees 5,000 means there is a salary which is outstanding for payment 5,000. Okay, so here is the salary. That means salary and wages I have paid 35,000 and all and outstanding rupees 5,000. That means what? This outstanding part is also the expenses of this year, isn't it? So we'll see how to post these things or adjust or to make the adjustment entries in the profit and loss account. Rent outstanding means there will be one more adjustment in respect of rent. and then interest on loan yet to be paid. Means interest on loan also there will be an adjustment. Interest on investment also there will be an adjustment. And lastly, commission received in advance, there will be also an adjustment. Means there are 5 items. Okay, these items are actually having adjustments. So let's see how to make this profit and loss account. See, we will prepare the profit and loss account this way. Is the screen visible to you? The entire screen? Entire screen is visible?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Means this portion is the question part. Okay. This portion is question. Okay. This portion is question, and this one is the solution. See. Direct link is there in the group. Please, anyone, please share the link. Once again, I am sharing the link in the group. Link is already given in the group. The last class.
ఏంటమ్మా రిమోట్ అంటే బాబడిగా తీసుకోరా.
So back to the solution. See, salary and wages 35,000. Okay, salary and wages, here it is 35,000. And outstanding salary. See, this salary is outstanding. Outstanding salary means what? Outstanding salary means the salary of an employee is yet to be paid, or salary which is not paid till date of preparation of profit and loss account. So this amount is actually the expenditure of this financial year. So we will add the amount out. Means if there is any amount outstanding, we will add that expenses with the existing expenses. Means salary and wages I have already paid 35,000 and the outstanding amount is 5,000. So this 5,000 will be added with the salary and wages, and total 40,000 will be debited. Okay, means this 40,000 is the salary and expenditure expenses, salary and wages expenses for the financial year or the year ending 31st March 2021. Okay. This liability, please clarify. It is not liability. Yes, it is liability. See, salary and wages is what? Your expenses. Your expenses. Okay. And outstanding salary is what? Outstanding salary means what? This amount you have to pay in upcoming days. So naturally it is your liability. So in one side, you will be charging the amount as expenses in your profit and loss account, since it is what? It is the expenses of this year, this financial year. And you will also show this amount, outstanding salary part, only the outstanding salary part in balance sheet as liability. Okay. in the balance sheet, in the liability side, we will show only the 5,000 because this is the amount which is outstanding, means yet to be paid, or you can say this is the liability. This is the amount which which the business is supposed to pay. Okay, so outstanding salary amount is the what? Liability amount. So here it is written like this. You will first note down the existing expenses and then you will add the outstanding amount, and in total you will add these amounts and then you will simply post in the profit and loss account. Okay. Similarly, if it is in the adjustment, it is given salary paid in advance for rupees 5,000, then we would have deducted the amount because at that time the salary I have paid in advance is what? Is my asset. Okay. Someone is someone named Lenovo actually given his name. Someone is asking that if liability, then it should be in the credit side. It should be in credit side of what? We are preparing profit and loss account. Remember, profit and loss account. In profit and loss account, we are concerned with only incomes and expenditures. Okay. Income and expenditure. Expenditure in the debit side and income in the credit side. Okay. So we are preparing profit and loss account. So don't confuse with liability in the credit side and asset in the debit side. We are preparing only profit and loss account. So here we are concerned with expenses and income. Okay. See, expenses will be in this side and incomes will be in the credit side. Okay. Don't mix these things. Now, second item is office expenses. There is also office expenses. There is no adjustment, simply posted in the profit and loss account 15,000. Then comes rent. Rent 18,000. There is an adjustment. Rent outstanding rupees 2,000. Same condition. 2,000 is outstanding. So outstanding means what? This 2,000 is the expenses of this year. This year means the year for which we are preparing profit and loss account. Okay. We are preparing profit and loss account for the financial year 2021, say. Then this amount is outstanding. Outstanding means what? I have not paid. But what? But the thing is that the business have to pay this amount in the next year. Then we have to add this amount. Altogether, the expenses in respect of rent for this year is how much? 20,000. 18,000 paid and 2,000 unpaid. It is not necessary that all the time all the expenses should be paid. Okay. The expenses which are not paid but pertaining to a particular financial year or the accounting year is charged in the profit and loss account. Okay. Remember these things. This is not important whether it is paid or not. It is important whether this expenses or the income is pertaining to this financial year or the accounting year or not. So in this case, the rent is paid rupees 18,000, but 2,000 rupees still paid, still unpaid or outstanding. Okay. जैसे मान लो मार्च महीने का मतलब रेंट आपने पेमेंट नहीं किया, ठीक है? You have not paid the rent for the month of March. But this doesn't mean that this is not the expenses of this financial year. You have not paid, but this is the expenses of this accounting year or this financial year. Okay. So we will add the amount which is not paid, but this is pertaining to this financial year. So we will add that amount and this way 20,000 is the expenses of this year. Clear? Then audit fee. Audit fee is 6,500. There is no adjustment. There is no adjustment of audit fee. So we'll simply post it in the profit and loss account outer column. This is called inner column. You can write additions and subtractions and then finally post it in the outer column. Okay. Then discount allowed, no adjustment, simply post in the outer column. Advertisement expenses, no adjustment, just post it in the outer. Legal charges 4,500, fine, posted. Interest on loan. Interest on loan is how much? Interest on loan is 7,300. Okay, but there is an adjustment. What is the adjustment? Interest on loan yet to be paid rupees 1,200. There is an adjustment of 1,200. Means this 1,200 is what? Outstanding for payment. I have paid only 7,300. I have not paid 1,200. Okay, but in my financial statement or the income statement, or you can say the profit and loss account, I have to show that this is the expenses, isn't it? So this is the total amount of interest on loan. One amount which is paid and one is not paid. Okay. Why do we actually consider the amount which is not paid? Because we are maintaining the accounts in what? Accrual basis. You can note it down. Accrual basis. Accrual basis, not the cash basis. Okay. In accrual basis, the expenses which are not paid are also considered. So we are maintaining the account on accrual basis. You have heard, I think, this term. Accrual basis. Accrual basis means earned but not paid. Okay. Incurred but not paid. Okay. These things are considered on accrual basis concept. Then comes donation and charity, 12,500. Bank charges, 5,600. Traveling expenses, 8,000. Rebate allowed, 3,000. So these things are very easy. You just have to post these things, because once you identify the revenue expenditure and capital expenditure, okay, then you will easily post these things. Packing charges, these are your expenses. Okay. Then delivery van expenses, 13,500. Okay. We have posted all these things. Now we are preparing the income side. Trading account, 4,56,000. What is this? This is the gross profit. Okay. Gross profit. Since it is a profit, so it will start from the credit side. It will start from the credit side. Okay. So 4,56,000 is the trading account. After that, royalty received 65,000. It is income. Rent of premises sublet, it is also income, 3,500. We have already classified these things. Commission received 7,000, and there is adjustment. Commission received 2,500. What? Received in advance. So see, here we have deducted. Why? Commission received in advance. We have received commission rupees 7,000, but out of this amount, 2,500 is what? Received in advance. Means we have received in advance 2,500. Then actually 7,000 is received, but our income for this accounting year is 4,500. Okay, and this amount will be in advance we have received, so it is our liability. We will show in the liability side. Okay, we will show in the liability side. Now, interest on investment. Interest on investment, how much? It is it is 8,000. And accrued interest means it is written here, interest on investment yet to be received 3,000. So we have not yet received this amount of interest on investment, but we have to show in the profit and loss account as our income. 8,000 we have received, 3,000 we have not received. Okay, so altogether received and not received together 11,000. This is the income or interest income on investment. Okay, finally profit on sale of, there is one item, profit on sale of asset 9,500. Okay, so here we have seen that the credit side is more. Credit side is 5,49,500, and there is a balance of 3,77,600. So this is the net profit transferred, and we will write like this to capital account because this profit will be transferred to capital account. Okay, net profit transferred okay. If there is any question, you can ask.
सर थोड़ी स्क्रीन छोटी कीजिए, स्क्रीन छोटी कीजिए।
सॉरी,
स्क्रीन में कुछ कट रहा है ऊपर से, प्लीज सर।
हाँ, ये दिखना है, अभी दिख रहा है?
यस।
ओके फाइन, ये हो गया आपका।
मैं क्या कुत्ते तप्पा
So this is the total profit and loss account. If there is any question, please ask. Please mute. Others, please mute. Those who are not speaking, actually, please mute.
One question, please.
Question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The question is on the left side. You can see.
Yes, sir. One question from my side, sir. It is up to be people that rent to be taken in credit side or debit side.
Yeah, rent to be taken in the debit side or credit side. Okay. It is not written.
It is up to the remark that we.
Yes. Right. Right. That is why I have told you, na. So if there is a confusion in respect of any item, okay. Since it is not a trial balance, we are not sure about the first rent, no. So we can write a note like this: rent is taken as rent paid. Okay, you can write a small note. Otherwise, if trial balance is given, then there is no need to give note. Okay,
sir, okay.
Because
Thank
in trial balance, debit side always shows what? Debit balance or expenses.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So others are not asking any questions. So I can assume that you have understood this portion.
Sir.
Ask, please.
Sir, why the rent of premise is sublet taken in credit, sir?
Credit side. Because the meaning is like this: rent of premises sublet means sublet means you are having a premises. Suppose you are having a building and there is a small portion and you have let this portion for what? For rent. You have just sublet that portion. कभी कभी होता है ना, किसी का कोई बड़ा मतलब बिल्डिंग रहता है, उसमें से कोई छोटा पोर्शन किसी को भाड़ा दे दिया, ठीक है, उसको बोलते हैं सबलेट. So that rent is your income. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And anything else?
Sir, regarding commission.
Yeah.
The commission received is 7,000. The overall commission is 4,500 or 7,000, sir.
See, commission received, I have received 7,000. Okay. But
okay.
In question or adjustment, it is given out of this 7,000, there is 2,500 rupees we have received in advance. Suppose
okay.
In advance means not pertaining to this financial year. Not for this year. In advance, I have received 2,500. That means I have received 2,500. That means what? For this year, 4,500 is my commission. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If I receive anything in advance, then I will deduct that. Okay.
Okay.
And I will consider only the income of this financial year or this account.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you. Anyone else?
सर जो टोटल आया है 5,40,000 वो दोनों तरफ लिखा है आपने, और जो एक्सपेंसेस का है वो 3,77,000 लेफ्ट साइड में आया, राइट साइड का टोटल 4,40,000 आया है। तो ये दोनों तरफ लिखना रहता है क्या सर? ये इनकम जो आई है वो ही इस तरफ भी लिख दिए, एक्सपेंसेस में भी।
Everyone, please switch the video camera off. Okay, then your data will be consumed less and the class quality will be good. Okay, keep the videos off. Okay, it will be better, I think. Yeah. So up to this much, this is the adjustment. I hope that this kind of questions or little bit easier questions will be asked. So you can practice few more questions of profit and loss account, and after that I'll be moving to balance sheet. In this portion, anyone is having any question? If there is any question, you can ask, no problem. Okay, you just 2 minutes, you go through this problem and solution. Okay.
सर स्क्रीन थोड़ी छोटी कीजिए सर।
स्क्रीन छोटी दिख रही है ना? ठीक है, रुकिए मैं थोड़ा बड़ा कर दूं।
नीचे टोटल नहीं दिख रहा है क्या है?
और थोड़ा ठीक है, अभी दिख रहा है?
यस यस।
ओके ठीक है, आप लोग नोट कर लीजिए, मैं इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर देता हूँ। सॉल्यूशन पार्ट। ओके, अभी क्लियर दिख रहा है ना सबको? बड़ा आ रहा थोड़ा?
हेलो
यस
सर, ये जो गेन्स का टोटल आया है 5,49,000, ये दोनों तरफ लिखा है, एक्सपेंसेस साइड भी लिखना होता है और जो गेन्स है क्रेडिट साइड में वो इस तरफ भी लिखना होता है।
हाँ, एक्चुअली क्या करना होता है, प्रोसेस ये है, मान लीजिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको, देखिए सिस्टम ऐसा है, आपको पहले दोनों साइड का टोटल निकालना है, ठीक है, किसी साइड में लिखना नहीं है, ठीक है। पहले हमको क्या करना है, देख लीजिए बैलेंसिंग में यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक का टोटल डालना है, ठीक है, और यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक टोटल निकालना है। तो देखना कौन सा साइड बड़ा है। तो हमने यहाँ पे टोटल किया, टोटल करके देख ले 5,49,500 निकल रहा है, और यहाँ से निकालने के बाद कितना आ रहा है, यहाँ से टोटल करने के बाद आ रहा है कि आपका 1,71,900। तो कौन सा साइड बड़ा हुआ? क्रेडिट साइड कौन सा है? क्रेडिट साइड बड़ा है ना, तो दोनों साइड में क्रेडिट लिख देना है। ओके, और उसके बाद क्या करना है, ये जो 5,49,500 है, तो उससे आपको क्या करना है, माइनस 1,71,900 माइनस, तब जाके आपका बैलेंस कितना निकलता है? 3,77,600। तो ठीक है, तो बैलेंस
अगर बड़ा डेबिट साइड से आता, हाँ, एक्सपेंसेस से, तो दोनों साइड
अगर मान लीजिए इस साइड में 5,49,000 आ जाता और इस साइड में ये होता, तो हम लोग क्या लिखते? तब इधर इस साइड में लिखते कैपिटल अकाउंट, तब इस साइड में हम लोग कैपिटल अकाउंट लिखते, और तब क्या होता, मतलब एक्सपेंसेस ज्यादा हो गया, इनकम कम, तो यहाँ पे लिखते क्या लिखते? नेट लॉस ट्रांसफर, नेट लॉस ट्रांसफर।
ठीक है,
ठीक है, अगर इस तरह का होता तो ऐसे लिखते।
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
ओके,
सर कमीशन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस है, उसका बैलेंस शीट में क्या इफेक्ट आएगा?
हाँ, कमीशन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस, मान लीजिए मतलब इसको अकाउंटेंसी मत समझिए, समझिए कि आपने किसी से एडवांस लिया है, ठीक है, किसी से मान लीजिए आपने एडवांस लिया, तो आप वो आपका क्या होगा, एसेट होगा या लायबिलिटी होगा? मतलब आपको किसी को हाँ बोलिए।
असेट्स होगा।
नहीं नहीं, एसेट एसेट नहीं होगा। एसेट मतलब क्या? एसेट मतलब आपका संपत्ति। किसी से आपने उधार लिया।
ओके, लायबिलिटीज।
यस, इट इज लायबिलिटी. So just identify these things from your common sense, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
These things are very easy. Just you have to use your logic. You have taken advance. So that means what? It is your liability. Okay. And if you have given an advance or loan to someone, then it is your asset. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is the end.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. And
Thank
anyone is noting it? Can I change the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If anyone is still noting it, please raise hand or you can speak. I am going to change the screen now. Okay, no response means everyone has noted or there is no one noting. I am changing the screen. So moving ahead. So this is the profit and loss account. So see, in the exam, you will write the heading like this. In the books of, it will be given in the question. Okay, if it is given, otherwise you will write dot dot like this or anything. Profit and loss account for the year ending. Okay, don't write as on. Okay, in profit and loss account, we will be writing for the year ending. Ending on as per the question. Okay. Then this profit and loss account will start like a ledger account only. Debit and credit.
Hello,
you will
sir.
write. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, if you post anything, any item in wrong column, I mean like debit side reverse interchange, then the amount will be different. So we
I
cannot.
didn't get your point, sir.
If you wrongly posted in credit item into a debit item, then the totals will be different. How can we correct it, sir? Is there any options to get the correct total? I mean, profit and loss, net profit or net loss.
You are asking what? I am actually not getting your point clearly.
Sir, if we post wrongly a debit item into credit item, then
Okay.
the total will be a net profit or net loss will be different.
Yeah. Yes.
So we cannot correct it
Yes.
in this PL and profit and loss account, right, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Identification is more important. What is debit and what is credit?
Yes. Means
it is
debit.
Here it is in our example, commission received in advance. It is less. It should be less.
Yeah, it is less.
Okay, sir.
It is less. It is less because it is what? This is not your commission or income for this year. It is you have received in advance. So you will deduct that amount. Okay. Okay. Now we are moving to balance sheet portion. So before that, I am just going to show you the pro forma of balance sheet. Okay. A standard pro forma of a balance sheet. This is the pro forma of a balance sheet. See, balance sheet looks like this. Balance sheet as on particular date will be there. First item like this, capital, then we will add the net profit. Okay. If there is profit, you will add. If there is loss, then you will write less net loss. Okay. And then less drawings. Like this means all liabilities will be posted in the balance sheet, in the liability side. And in the asset side, all assets are posted. So What is liability and assets? We have discussed already. So what is payable is a liability. Okay. See, sundry creditors, outstanding rent, bills payable, bank overdraft, unearned income, reserves, long-term loan. So these things, or there may be many more items also, no problem. Means according to their nature, whether these things are asset or liability, on the basis of that, we can post these things on what? On balance sheet. In the asset side, assets are posted like plant and machinery, furniture, land and building, investment, goodwill, patents, closing stock, bills receivable, sundry debtors. Sundry means what? Sundry means many. Debtors. Debtors means from whom we will be receiving money. We have sold goods on credit and we will be receiving the money from the debtors. Okay. So these things are our asset. Prepaid salary. Salary, what we have paid to our employees in advance. These things are salary. Prepaid salary is our asset. Cash in hand, cash at bank. These things are asset. Accrued income. Accrued means earned but not received. We have earned the income, but we have not received. In that case, this is also our asset. Short-term investments, motor vehicle, prepaid expenses. Any expenses which is paid in advance or prepaid, then it is also treated as expenses. So this is just a pro forma of a balance sheet. We will prepare balance sheet like this, and the totals of the liability side and the total of the asset side should be equal. Okay. In balance sheet, liability equal to balance sheet. Sorry, asset. Liability must be equal to the assets. This is the condition. So you will see in the balance sheet, assets and liabilities are posted and total balance of liability and total balance of assets are equal to each other. Now, let's see a sample balance sheet. This is a question. This is a small question. So, from the following balances of Mr. Virat Sharma, prepare a balance sheet as on 11th May 2021. Means on today's date, you are asked to prepare the balance sheet. Okay. And this is the balance is given like this. Debit and credit balances are given. You have been asked to prepare a balance sheet. So, how will you prepare the balance sheet? See, this is the solution. We have written balance sheet as on the date mentioned on 11th May, as on. So, liability side, see, plant and machinery. So, all the debit balances will come to in the asset side. All the debit balances will be in the asset side. Plant and machinery, furniture, land and building, investments, goodwill, patents, closing stock, bills receivable. Okay. Then prepaid salary, cash in hand, cash at bank, all these things are assets. So we will be posting in the asset side. And then in the liability side, what are the items? First item is capital. Capital is how much? 15 lakhs. Okay. See. And there is net profit of 3 lakhs. We'll add that amount. And then there is drawings of rupees 70,000. We'll deduct that amount. Total 17 lakhs 30,000 is net capital. After that, sundry creditors 1,20,000. Outstanding rent is 12,000. Bills payable 50,000. And last item is what? Bank overdraft 1,30,000. So altogether, how much? This side is 20,45,000 and asset side is also 20,45,000. This way balance sheet is actually prepared. So please mute. Is BM Manohar. Sir, prepaid salary is also asset. Actually, in chat section, someone is asking. There is too much. I'm muting. So the thing is that prepaid salary is asset or not? Prepaid salary. Someone in the chat section asked whether prepaid salary is asset or not. Yes, prepaid salary. Anything prepaid, not only salary. Anything which you have paid in advance or prepaid. Prepaid means what? Paid in advance. Okay. So anything you have paid in advance is your asset. Asset. And anything you have received in advance is your liability. Isn't it? If you have paid a sum of rupees 5,000 to your employee, then that amount is what? Your asset, not your liability. Okay. If you take the amount in advance, that is your liability. So prepaid salary means what? Paid in advance. So whatever amount I have paid in advance is my asset. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Thank you. So this is the total balance sheet pro forma and a simple problem with solution. Anyone is having any question, please ask. I am unmuting for 1 minute.
सर रिजर्व किसमें आएगा? रिजर्व
यस
रिजर्व किसमें आएगा?
रिजर्व तो लाइबिलिटी में आएगा सर. ठीक है, रिजर्व लाइबिलिटी में आएगा. हाँ, जैसे कि कोई अमाउंट रिजर्व में आता है ना, जैसे कि यहाँ पे प्रोफॉर्मा में देख लीजिए जो रिजर्व होता है ना, रिजर्व लाइबिलिटी में. रिजर्व्स के लिए आपका चैप्टर भी है, उसमें हम लोग डिटेल्स में एकदम करेंगे जब प्रोविजन रिजर्व्स और जो है ना उसमें देखेंगे पूरा. रिजर्व्स अभी मान के चलिए रिजर्व जो है लाइबिलिटी है और इसको आपको लाइबिलिटी साइड में दिखाएंगे.
ओके.
लगा
तो ठीक है, आप 1 मिनट इसको देखिए. अभी 1 मिनट का ब्रेक लेते हैं, देख लेते हैं. 1 मिनट देख लीजिए सॉल्यूशन. उसके बाद हम लोग एक प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम देखेंगे जहां पे प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस प्रिपेयर करेंगे, साथ में बैलेंस शीट करेंगे. ठीक है. Please go through this solution and after that we will be solving one question which will be having profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. Means two things together we will be preparing. Okay. सुमना मकम मैडम बोलिए. Anyone is having doubt, please speak.
Sir.
Please speak. Yes.
Sir,
Madam,
in the question.
Yes.
Sir, in the question you can see debit and credit total is 21,15,000. But in the balance sheet we can see it as 20,45,000. What is the difference? Can you explain that?
Yes.
Why it happens so?
Yes, why it happens actually. The thing is that this portion is not the balance sheet. Okay. This is just given the balances of accounts, and this happened because here we have adjusted. See, we have added 3 lakhs. We have subtracted rupees 70,000. No, so here might be difference of rupees 70,000. See, instead of subtracting this one, if you would have added this amount with this asset side, then the total would be same, isn't it? 20,45,000. We have subtracted here na drawings. So instead of that, we have added the amount with the asset side. Then amount would be what? 21,15,000. Okay, this is the difference. Have you got that?
Okay, sir.
The reason is that only because we have subtracted this amount, no?
ओनर्स ने खर्चा कर लिया सर.
हाँ, ड्राइंग्स विड्रॉ किया था ना, जो ओनर ने बिजनेस से विड्रॉ किया था, तो उसके कैपिटल से उसको माइनस करेंगे. So our net asset is this amount. This is the net asset position, okay, and this is the liability position. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So bills receivable is the thing which are going to gain, no? So why it should not be mentioned at a credit, sir?
Bills receivable.
Yes, sir. It is of 90,000, no?
Yeah.
So it is mentioned under debit side. Why not under credit side it should come?
No. You are mistaking actually. This is the debit. See, this is the debit side. Okay. This is the credit side. No. So you are mistaking by what would they see? This one is not the side. This is not the credit side. This is not the liability side. This is not the debit side. This is the liability side, and this one is the this one is the liability and asset side. Okay. In general, the debit side items are in the debit. See, all the debit side items are in the asset side. Debit side items. And all the credit side items on the liability side. Okay. This is not the account. Okay. This is not the account. This is the balance sheet.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Please take 1 minute break, and after that we will be starting with the problem having profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. So I am giving you the question. Just go through this question, and we will be starting the solution within 1 minute. Prepare a profit and loss account and balance sheet. So here in this question, it is given debit balances and credit balances. This is actually trial balance. Okay. In the trial balance, all debit balance and debit balance and credit balance are equal. No. So from here, we will be preparing one profit and loss account and one balance sheet. And you can, if you can recall, then you will see that this is the question which we have completed few minutes back. Okay. Up to this much, no? So new items we have added: land and building, machinery, bills receivable, loan, investment, bills payable, all these things are there. So this is the balance sheet. This is the profit and loss account. This is the question. In question, it is asked to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. No. So You can prepare the profit and loss account by posting these items. See, salary and wages, office expenses, rent, all these things are your expenses, and there are few adjustments are there. Salary outstanding, payment, salary outstanding for payment 5,000, rent outstanding, means this is the exactly previous question. Okay. Now we have solved the profit and loss account. This was the profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Have you got the question? Anyone please respond?
Yes, sir.
Means in this question, we will be solving profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay. And in this question, you will see, for the convenience, we have kept the profit and loss part same as we have solved the last one. And the net result comes what? There is a net profit of 3,77,600. Now we will see from this question how to prepare the balance sheet. How to prepare the balance sheet? See, here is the balance sheet. So this is the balance sheet. There is a capital of 7,50,000, and with that we have added the net profit. Net profit 3,70,600, and in the question there is drawings of rupees 50,000. So we have deducted the drawings, and total capital comes at 10,77,600. And then, okay, someone raised hand. Is there any question? Please ask. You can speak, unmute and speak. Someone raised hand. Please speak. You can unmute. Okay. There is no question, I think. If there is any question, you can use the chat option. Okay? Loan is there. Loan amount is 1,50,000, and with that, we have seen in the profit and loss account the outstanding interest on loan. There was 1,200. See, there is an adjustment. The question, the adjustment was like this. Adjustments are like this. Interest on loan yet to be paid, 1,200. No? Means this is yet to be paid. No? Yet to be paid. Anything yet to be paid is my liability. So we have posted this amount at the liability side, and we have particularly we have added that amount with the loan amount. Okay. So here is the loan amount. Loan 1,50,000, and then outstanding interest on loan 1,200, total 1,51,200 in the liability side. Bills payable, simply it is my liability, it is in the credit side. Sundry creditors, sundry creditors liability, it is in the liability side. Outstanding salary, there was an adjustment of outstanding salary. Outstanding salary means what? It is my liability, so 5,000 in the liability side. See, all the items in green color are actually part of adjustments. So you can easily see the green items are adjustments. Okay. Outstanding rent, there is the adjustment. Outstanding rent of rupees 2,000. So this amount is outstanding, means what? I have to pay, yet to be paid. So it is my liability. So it will come under liability side, 2,000. Commission received in advance. So I have received the amount in advance, 2,500. So it is my liability. So we have posted this item also in the liability side. So altogether, the total comes at 13,47,300. Now we are preparing the assets. There is the investment of rupees 80,000 and accrued interest. Accrued interest means earned but not received. Accrued means what? Earned but not received. There in the question it is said that interest yet to be received rupees 3,000, means investment value becomes 83,000. We have added the amount. Or if there is no investment, we can write simply accrued interest without adding this amount, adding with the investment. Okay, we can write without adding 3,000, simply accrued interest. Then closing stock 78,500. Okay, sundry debtors 2,10,000. So in many examples, I have shown you that sundry debtors is the asset. Okay, cash in hand 1,20,000. Cash at bank 3,50,000. Motor vehicle is also your asset, 1 lakh. Land and building 2 lakhs. Plant and machinery 1,50,000. Bills receivable 55,800. Altogether, total comes 13,47,300. Means it is equal. Means liability equal to asset. Means balance sheet both sides tallied. So we can say that it is correct. So now if there is any question, please unmute and clear your doubt. In the balance sheet, the closing stock will appear, okay? Because at the end of the year or at the time of preparation of financial statements, we count our stock or the value of our stock, and the value is derived, and after that closing stock is posted as your asset. Okay, and in one more example I'll be giving. An opening stock will appear in the trading account. Trading account I have not yet shown you, though it comes before the profit and loss account. I will show you. Is there any question?
Sir, basically the debit side, the amounts are in liability or assets?
Asset side, sir.
Asset.
Yes.
Credit side, liability.
Yes, credit side amounts are on the liability side.
Debits are in asset.
Yes.
But in drawing, that's in liability side. Less drawing, 50,000.
Oh, drawings, no? So
yes, sir.
Drawings is what? Drawings is debit. You are saying, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
right.
I got it, sir. Yes.
Yes. Drawings is debit. Instead
yes,
of
sir.
deducting this one, if we post in the debit side also, the result will be same. Okay. How? We have deducted this amount, no? If we do not deduct this amount, then our total will come at 13,97,300.
Yes.
Okay. And if we add this amount drawings in the asset side,
that will be same.
That will be same. So drawings actually is part of capital. No, drawing represents the owner's what? Owner's drawings from the business, or drawings is the means drawings means owner, the amount which has been taken by the owner from the business. This is called drawing. So in general practice, it is adjusted with the capital. Okay, whenever owner contributes, it is written as capital. Okay, and with that net profit is added, and after that drawings amount, the amount which is withdrawn by the owner is deducted. So we will come to the net value of rupees this as the owner's claim.
Debits are in asset side, credits are in liability side.
Yeah, right. Most of yes, all the items will be like this. Debit side items will be in the asset side, and credit side items will be in the liability side. Okay, then I will be giving means one or two examples to prepare at home, and you can prepare from your own books also. If there is any question, you can ask. One more session will be there. I will be showing you trading account. Okay, before preparation of, or at the time of preparation of profit and loss account, you might be required to prepare trading account. So in the next session, we will show the entire profit and loss account and balance sheet with trading account. Okay. If there is any question, you can ask.
Sir, can you please explain how net profit will be under the head liabilities?
One second. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically what happens, see, there is a question, net profit is what? Net profit is asset or liability. Why it is liability? No? Net profit. Net profit is what? Net profit or net loss, whatever it may be. It is belong to the owner or ownership of the business. Any profit or loss is what? Is owned by the owners of the business. If it is a company, then shareholders will enjoy the profit. If it is a sole trade business, then profit will be enjoyed by the owner. And if there is loss, then the loss will be borne by the owner. Okay. So capital is the thing which represents actually the owner's claim. Represents owner's claim. So in case of profit, means we add the profit with the capital. Means the profit increases owner's claim in the business, because that profit is what? Increases the capital, because this is the owner's claim in the business. Yes?
So if it is net loss, will it be subtracted from capital account?
Yes, exactly. If there is loss in the earlier example I have shown you, there will be less net loss if there is loss. Okay, it will be subtracted, net loss.
Okay.
From that concept also, and net profit is what? From that concept also clear, na? Asset, liability, and all these things. Net profit is what? Your liability. You have to pay to the owner. That amount you have to pay. Though business has earned the profit, but on the profits, the business has no right, because the profits, the owners have the sole right. Or if there is loss, the owners will bear the loss. Okay. In this, only on that concept, the net profit is added to the capital. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, then I am closing this today's session, and we'll meet again on Thursday. Okay, someone is saying that I want to note down the question. Please show me the question screen. Okay. Okay, I am opening this question screen. Those who want to note down the question, please note down. I am keeping the screen open, and after that you can leave. Okay, no problem. And those who have already noted or not willing to note, you can leave. No problem. Okay, then. Good night, everyone. And I am keeping the screen open for you. Those who want to note down the question. Is the question visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then I have kept the question open for you. Okay. You just note down, and after that you can leave. Okay. Okay, then. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.